Hey, yo, how's it going, boys? What is up? Sora's back once again for another character impressions. This time we are covering yet another new character, summer character. Oh my god! Another character, man. Another character, right? Another character with the same VA again. Same character, different outfit. Why? Why? Seriously? I was hoping to see new characters, man. Not this fucking garbage. Oh, I'm gonna get disliked for saying that. Okay. Okay. So, Cagliostro Summer version. She's water. Another water character, sure. 6400 attacks. What? Heal? Okay. Staff user. Again. Okay. Aqua Magna is the Ogi name. Massive water attack to water damage to a foe, sure. Deluge Crash to Cagliostro. Keen effect to all allies. Nani, the fuck is Keen effect? Probably the passive or something. But Deluge Crash to herself though. Huh, okay. Ars Nova is boost water to water allies' critical hit. Keen effect. Again. So I'm assuming this applies to everyone as well, right? Deluge Crest as well. When 5 Deluge Crests are granted, skill changes to Ars Notoria. What? Create slap. Wait, what? The supplemental damage? And echo as well, and damage cap. Wait, so this gets a lot stronger, which adds all these? She gets damage cap, echo, and supplemental damage for 3 turns. The cooldown is only 6 turns too. Alright, this is probably going to be reduced. Okay, so second skill is Phantasmal Mirage, restore an ally's HP. Also single target, special buffs. Boost to attack, defend, and multi-attack rate. Oh my god, another fucking Folia. 4 turns cannot be dispelled. Attack, defense, double, triple attack rate. 1 turn downtime. Disruption is the third skill. 2 hit water damage to a foe. Remove 1 buff, so that dispels. When 3 or more Deluge Crests are granted, consume 1 Deluge Crest to end cooldown. Wait, so you can do it again? To end cooldown of this skill or everything else? I'm assuming it's just this skill, right? So you can just keep doing it then? So because it's like, it says as long as you have 3 or more, if you have 5, that means you can like, you can do twice in a row, right? Can dispel twice. Foundation of Cuteness, sure. Bonus water damage to water allies critical hits on 1-4 attacks. Oh, so they get extra echo when they crit? Wow, they're really making use of that critical weapon grid thing going on, huh? Beach Ready. Boost the water allies critical hit rate based on their number of Deluge Crests. Boost takes effect even when Cagliostro is a sub-ally. Oh, what? Even this weapon provides Deluge Crests on all allies. What? But it's a staff. Medium boost to water allies as attack crit rate. Critical damage cap. Critical hit damage cap. That's new. Huh. So... okay, interesting. Huh. What the hell? This character looks kind of like a meme, but kind of like OP at the same time. Let's see her EMP. Okay, her EMP is 1 healing, 3 crits, 1 skill cap. I guess the skill cap kind of makes sense because of the third skill. 3 crit though. 3 healing. I guess you want to max out all the crits and heals because of her passive. Because my understanding is that her passive allows you to get echo when you crit. So if you don't crit, you don't get echo. I guess it's more important to level the crit. I mean, skill cap is nice, but I'm starting to think maybe you can just like forego going skill cap. But skill cap is pretty important. I mean, you can skip healing, I guess. You can skip healing, max out skill cap, 3 crits, and attack on the rest, I suppose. Oh my god, all the crit though. Crit meta is real indeed. Fucking crit meta, man. Okay, so it's very easy to rate this character because she may look good, but it looks very situational. Yeah, I know. Her weapon is definitely useful if you manage to full limit break and you're making use of this extra this wonderful passive of hers, right? Because it'll increase the damage cap, right? Whenever you crit. It's so weird. It's like whenever you crit, you get more shit. So that's like the new thing they're adding in, huh? She's probably the first character to have this kind of shit too. So it's like if you have the weapon as a main hand, which is a staff for some reason, and then you'll be using her, and then you use the other characters that allows you to bump up your crit, like say Altair or whatever, you know, just to bump up your crit rate altogether, just so you can like consistently just crit 100% of the time. Then you just get like a fuckload of damage, right? Because this thing, because I'm not exactly sure what the hell is this keen thing, but my guess is it adds this tree. Can anyone enlighten me what is this keen effect? Oh, okay. So the keen effect is basically supplemental damage that is capped at 50k. Okay. Yeah, because I was like wondering what the heck is actually the keen effect, because it wasn't exactly mentioned here or anywhere. I mean, it shows here, but yeah, I wouldn't really know, right? Okay, good to know. So the keen effect is supplemental damage, and then once it changes to Ars Notoria, it adds the echo and damage cap. Okay. But this does not reduce the Luge Crest, right? Only this. And the other thing is that because it's synergized with her Ogi, right? She just needs to consume her own crest, isn't it? For my understanding, her third skill needs to consume her own one, but she can gain like double the crest on Ogi, isn't it? Oh, it uses all? Oh, it uses all of it. Oh. Oh, it doesn't stack too with Maria? Oh. Then why bother? Why bother using both of them together then if it doesn't stack? I guess she's kind of like the pseudo Maria, I suppose, right? So her first skill uses all 5, right? When you get to 5 stacks, it uses all 5 on herself, yes? Can you guys confirm that for me? That's only for herself, isn't it? Not like it doesn't remove other members. And then same goes for her third skill, which only consumes her own, right? Because it makes more sense because she can get it from her own. Because if you use say like use this as a main hand, or say like Opus as a main hand for your MC, you can get one from there and then you can get another one from this. So technically you're getting 2 per Ogi, right? And then you can also get a Deluge Crest from this? Wait, then how does that work then? Because it says here, you're getting a deluge crest from this too, right? So you gain 1, but you eat up 5. Or does it go like the other way around? You eat, when you're at 5, it dispels all 5 of it, but when you press it, you actually get back 1. So it actually starts back at 1 again. Is that how it works? I mean, if I had the character, I would test it myself, but I'm not gonna roll to get her, so. He only uses 5 when you have 5? Huh. It consumes all 5 of her own. Okay, cool. So what I said earlier was true then. So she just eats up her own, right? Because it makes more sense that way, because she can get more crests on her own instead of like eating like every one of your other members too. And it doesn't make sense that way either. It's so weird, just like you're consuming all the crests from your other characters too. So the good thing is that your other characters will get like way more crit too. That means you'll just have like, you can get up to 5 relatively easy if you're using her, because this provides as well, right? Oh wait, or does it work like it provides to everybody, like the deluge crest thing? It provides to everybody, but it eats up her own. So that way, like everyone else will still like increase, but at the same time, when she's at 5, she'll be at 0, right? Am I understanding this better right now? Okay. Okay then. Okay. That makes more sense now. Okay, so when she gets to 5, then yeah, okay. So she still provides, that means she's providing the crest to everybody else. But when she's at 5, she'll consume all 5, but that means she won't provide anything to herself. Because I was thinking like, if it actually provides to herself as well, it's pretty cool as well, isn't it? If you think about it. And which at the same time, I would also think that that's pretty crazy, because she can provide quite a bit of crest to herself. Because it's like you only have like that one, like you need like 4 more, like 2 more Ogis or so, if you think about it when you cast this, right? To get her shit up. Because if she consumes all 5, and then when she press this, consumes all 5, but she also provides 1 crest to everybody again, which includes herself, that means she'll be at 1, right? I'm just saying this as a scenario. So that way, if she Ogis and MC Ogis as well, you'll get 2. So that means you'll be at 3. So if you Ogi again, you'll be at 5 already. Right? So you just need like 2 Ogis and you can max this out already. And the thing is, the cooldown should be at 6 turns when you level her up, right? So if that's really how it works, it's actually pretty crazy. But from what you guys are saying, it's not, right? So yeah, it's pretty nuts. If that actually was the case, just having just two Ogis to get her crest up to full is insane, if you think about it. And this is like when like in after turn 1 and shit. Oh, okay, so this turns into 4. Okay, so it's exactly the same as Delafil then, huh? Because this reduces the cooldown to 4 turns and you last for 4 turns, right? Yeah. So technically this is a lot stronger because you can't dispel this, while Delafil's version can be dispelled. Right? So when is Delafil getting her buff now? It's not fair, right? It's exactly the same, right? But well, she's a summer character, so that's fine, right? She's a summer character. She's allowed to have all this kind of superiority. Oh man, fucking A, man. The only really great thing about her second skill is you can't remove that. It's undispellable. That's why it's so good. Okay, so my assumption is like her heal is probably the same as Delafil as well, which is like 2,500, I think, if I recall correctly, because that's how much it was. Or was it 3,000? Around that amount. Doesn't make any difference too. It's like, yeah, sure, you can heal single target, great. You can give them extra buff too, great, sure, whatever, man. Yeah. That's cool, fine and dandy. But I feel like for this character is a little bit weird to like rate her, because you can technically use her like everywhere, but at the same time, it's like if you want to bring her to like the full potential, it's a little bit situational because you kind of need to have like lots of crits, like another crit buffer or some shit or whatever, or maybe it's already high enough. I'm not sure. I can't really test because I have no idea. I don't have the character, but if it's high enough, then great. But at the same time, it's like you need the opus as well to actually like make her as a character a lot stronger. If your MC has either a full limit break of like 5-star opus, or you already have a full limit break of this, you have like 4 copies for some reason. If you somehow manage to get these 4 copies, then sure, you can use that as a main hand too, because both opus and this weapon is a freaking staff either way. So technically there's really not much difference whatsoever. If you ask me, it's technically a lot better to use this weapon as a main hand if you're planning to go for like the staff meme and shit, because not only this is a staff, it also provides almost the same as what's that, the opus thingy. Not really almost the same, because opus you can kind of like interchange the skills a little bit and shit. But the cool thing about this is that because it's a character like Cagliostro Summer is so emphasized on having a lot of crits, right? And then she's beneficial from having the extra crit because it provides the echo, like whatever shit extra, right? And then with this, you get, when you full limit break it, you get to increase that damage cap even more, because that this is kind of like sure whatever, right? But this is actually pretty damn pretty damn important to have it. So, and then plus you get extra Deluge Crest as well, so that helps, right? Because this applies to the entire party. You have to keep that in mind. This applies to the entire party. If this was just MC alone, I'll probably say this fucking weapon is like absolute garbage. You don't even need to give a shit about that. But because it applies to everyone, to all your water allies, then yeah, it's definitely worth considering. If you somehow manage to roll fall of it, if you're sparking now or some shit, yeah, if you already sparked and you manage to roll 4 of it, then sure, just combine all of them and just use it as a main hand. Great, that is like your pseudo opus weapon or whatever. That is if you do not have an opus yet, which I'll be questioning why do you not have an opus yet until today. So, but yeah, I'm not sure about her. I think I may just consider her under a situational, but she's kind of like the high tier on the situational, because her skill set looks pretty good. First of all, her skill set looks pretty good because of this, and then she can do this as well, and then she has this as well, which increases her. She'll just allow you to get Deluge Crest so easily and shit. But the only problem is that if you really want to like make full use of her, like really bring her out to her like the fullest potential, you will either need these or the water opus as a main hand, just so you can get like more Deluge Crest instead of just relying on just one character. It's similar to like the other characters that kind of requires the Deluge Crest, but not as much as those characters. You know, like say for example like Lily or Macula or whatever. Those kind of characters, even though like getting the Deluge Crest a little bit slow or whatever, just relying on the character, if you're having those characters in your front line, right? Even though you're just only having them, like, just because all of them only has one skill to provide the Deluge Crest, right? Just to get the extra buff or whatever. Even though it's slow, it doesn't really matter all too much, because it's still like something that's really, really good. But at the same time, for a character like her, it's more important to gain that Deluge Crest a lot faster, because you want to gain as much damage as you can, because this is very focused on your auto stuff, right? And you really want to get that crit rate up really, really fast. So in order to do that, you have to get your Deluge Crest up a lot faster, isn't it? So but yeah, I would consider tagging her under a situational, probably like below one of those few characters on top or some shit. But she does look pretty good. But at the same time, it's just kind of like she can be situational, but at the same time she can be preferred as well. But yeah, in short, I think I'm just gonna classify her under situational. I wouldn't really say she's like super like insane, like a must-have kind of shit. if you ask me, Folia is still way better anyway. If you have the likes of Folia like Dianta and stuff like that, or even you have like the other usual characters like Doggo, Summer Grey, and all that shit, you don't even need her. I mean, technically you can use her in like different setups and shit. That will allow you to use different setups. Say like for example, the next say water favorite proving grounds, you know, those kind of situations, you know, like like how we have already gone through that earth favorite proving grounds was like full of shit, right? Like how like the lack of characters actually caused so much problems. Yeah, in that sense having her is going to be great because you have like different setups or whatever that you can actually, you know, play around with instead of just having like that one team that you can just use for everything kind of thing. Yeah, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? So having all, because that's kind of like what, from what I can see, what Cygames has been trying to gear towards to, like having more options just so you can build freely instead of like just having that one grid and everybody just follows that shit, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I guess that's really about it. I don't think there's really much else to say about her. I mean, her skill set is pretty nice and all that shit. Seems solid enough. But at the same time, it's like I don't think I would really consider her as preferred. She does look really good though. Like, especially if you want to say mix up with like the Europa staff grid shit. If you're using that with the Europa harps as well, both staffs and harps, using her is going to be essential, I think, because you have like the staff user thing, giving them extra damage, Ogi cap or whatever. Because the thing is, for having her is a lot better if you Ogi as well, right? Because you need to do this kind of shit. So yeah, you kind of want to have that. So a little bit of Ogi is going to be good. So if you're using the not Leviathan, the Europa setup, then yeah. Cool. But yeah, that's really about it. Interesting skill set, but boring ass character because I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing characters being remade again like this. But yeah, that's really about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this impression videos. Lameo, leave like, subscribe, all that good stuff as usual. Thank you, bye. Okay, thank you, bye.